like, I don't even know if Zeus can actually go to lane against this Huskar right now. If they throw Huskar in the mid lane, I think that probably they throw win range
with Templar Assassin's Burst, which even if Huskar has his Armlet, he has all of those defensive tools against physical damage, can still get really hard if you're unlucky. Oh, ice shards.
Connect down here on the bottom lane. That is going to be potentially a first blood as Rubik is going to get away. Are you kidding me? What are you doing? Chase him on down. That's going to be the kill. Meng ends up getting it. You know what? We're taking a look to have to get this on out. We do end up seeing the salve coming on out there. Dust has been dropped as well. There's the shard, and this is going to end up being a kill on maybe? Do we need to say maybe again? Another refraction charge, and they're just chasing him on through here this whole way. So frustrating to play against, and it looks like he is going to drop to this one. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, he does end up going down.
One of those spears was not
across the board. duobao is having a very strong start to this game. Now Doom walking back and forth. He's a little bit caught out now. He's going to end up getting shards on up. DD on the tusk. They end up catching him in the cogs. Are going to be able to right click on down Sylar, and everywhere you go, LGD are just having such a tough time in this draft. Oh god, their lanes have really been messed.
Clockwork that I think got first blood and has been doing amazingly since then. It doesn't feel like anything's going super poorly for DP. The Huskar isn't getting that much farm damage to creeps, but maybe he's killing off. Maybe here with the double damage on Tusk, he's dropping low, will go down. They do get the return kill at the very least, but that's something LGT can be reasonably happy about.
And now they're going to have to roam around these these lanes a little bit and change things up slightly. Wherever the Zeus goes, he's going to have a tough time, but hopefully at least against the Clockwork and only against one hero, he's going to have a bit of a better time. Time will tell, though. We do end up seeing a rotation on into the mid lane now. MMY here as well as the TA and the Rubik. There's going to be a lift back, and I think they end up getting this kill. They don't even have to use the lift as Sylar Assassin gets that kill. So
now we're starting to get back into this. Maybe he's at the top of the last hit chart, top of that worth too, even though he's died twice. Getting the kills on the Huskar after the fact has turned out to be more important.
These shards have been so on point. rOtk is going to go down yet again. Meanwhile, the Templar Assassin pick up. The Bow have really been able to good use of this so far.
Here comes Rubik, here comes Bounty, and this could be a very sketchy situation for Wind Ranger. She has the Wind Run, but they have the Telekinesis in response.
On back up, that's going to be a nice shackle. They're still in a little bit of trouble. A couple more right clicks as well as the Shuriken is going to secure that kill, creating a little bit more space.
6 and nearing level 7, but another rotation, Bounty and Rubik, and they kill off this Huskar.
They're moving on around. They want to see if they can catch him. Found a little bit of trouble on this Huskar. They're going to be able to burn on through that refraction charges. A couple TPs are coming on in now. I think that he still ends up going down here. Unfortunately, Winter Wyvern not able to get in position quickly enough. I'm going to toss on out the power shot as well for good measure.
She shows.
What was that? What is happening?
She's baiting.
Turn it back around. 14 HP right now. This Wind Ranger is living life so dangerously, and now Huskar has found it on up. Pain Train. Clockwork ends up getting a kill on the TA in the mid lane, so we'll take a look at that for a second. But the real story down here is this Wind Ranger just living on 5 HP, 6 HP, trying to run away from here. Do they end up getting another shackle? And now I think the Doom is going to end up going down. Look at this Wind Ranger go. Oh, Clockwork, meanwhile, again, is back over here just tearing apart the Radiant. They're going to end up finding on out the Bounty Hunter as well. And at the end of the day, we're seeing everybody be able to keep on going forward here. And I think that they have the lineup to do it. Do you think that they need to wait for something like a mechanism up on this Tusk? Is that the item this time around as we do end up seeing the Clockwork hook on in on top of the Zeus, and he's going to go down yet again. Another quick kill there. Yeah, they're coming on in. They've learned their lesson. Don't want to end up messing with this again. Another shackle going to create a little bit of separation there. And I think Wind Ranger gets out yet again. Clockwork has moved on in. There's going to be the snowball forward, connects onto 2 of them. That's going to be the Doom getting caught out. God, this Wind Ranger baiting so hard. They do end up committing the Zeus ulti, getting away on 20 HP yet again. That being said, we did end up losing the Tusk this time around, and she is just going to continue to bait down to 10 HP. Oh my God, this is
finding so much. The biggest lacking factor for DP is the fact that Huskar doesn't have as much farm as he'd like to. Still, he's pretty much tied with the Doom as the fight might break out. Winter Wyvern blows up to the Bounty Hunter for Zeus.
That was having complete and total vision. Nonetheless, This Huskar hasn't had as much impact as we were expecting. Oh my god, jumping from afar. Maybe is going to be dropping pretty low. There's going to be the dust committed, and that is going to be a kill, I believe. Yeah, he ends up going down, but they're going to be able to take the tusk with them as well. Meng here does have the hook shot, going to be able to be committed onto the Zeus. Needs to get out of here before they turn around with a lot of damage. Ended up getting caught by his own cogs. They do have Doom up and ready if they want to commit that, but at this point, not quite. Oh, reinitiation. There's the Winter's Curse in the middle of it. We do end up getting the Doom on top of Huskar, but it looks like... Well, the other thing is they have all of the... They're going to end up finding out. That's the Winter's Curse down and immediately going to get torn on up here. The dust has been committed for this one. Enough Burning Spears to... down it. The smoke. I'm seeing another little chase here. There's always the chance for another Doom on top of them. They are going to be able to get off the win run this time. That's going to be a lot of damage coming on out track down as well. And unfortunately, the immortal Wind Ranger is finally going to be taken out. They do end up getting the hook shot in on top of the Doom. Also do have shards in a second if they want to commit that one. Walrus Punch also down there. But now the track kill turning back around. Sylar dropping oh so low. Huskar jumping in on top of the Bounty Hunter. Not quite able to get that kill as the Rubik does pick off the... Maybe not actually. They might not know about this. I guess with everybody sitting there, they probably do. And oh god, is duobao going to get this killed by Roche? Oh,
he has sig charges and armlet. If he's going to be flashy enough or able to do enough, but here comes the smoke from the rest of his teammates. It looks like they might be able to isolate rOtk.
There's going to be a jump forward. It's going to be able to force tap to the other side of it. The shards come on out, and that's going to be a quick kill. They are able to catch him. MMY is revealed at this point in time. They do have sentry wards up on top of him. Dust now committed as well. He is definitely going to go down. Meanwhile, throughout all of this, TA was trying to farm out the Ancients, not going to be able to make it happen. And now the Tier 1 tower goes later, I'm more and more concerned about their ability to actually take meaningful team fights, as we do end up seeing the Tusk reveal the Bounty Hunter. So these types of moments, these are the things that really end up working. As Clockwork gets the last hit with the rocket. Yes, if ever. Here.
And it looks like they won't.
Yeah, they don't have any going of it, so that's pretty solid. And are going to be able to pick on up the Aegis. Force Staff picked up on the Clockwork.
Starting to be Shiva's, but he's hookshot mid.
Going to be able to catch him on out there. Everybody moving on in. Also, the Blade Mill is committed for this one. Snowball forward. The Zeus ulti coming out. They are going to be able to Walrus Punch him down. Shards are on cooldown now, so Doom is able to get out of there. Last second, the jump forward onto the Huskar, trying to burst him down to maybe take him out in the end of the base. But now Doom isn't here for the rest of this team fight, and TA needs to be a little bit careful at this point. This is going to be a kill on top of the Zeus off to the side. TA able to take on down the Winter Wyvern over there, but now trying to man fight up against the Huskar. The Aegis has been popped. Snowball back forward onto maybe. Rubik is here as well. Dust finally committed for this one, and Tusk is in a little bit of trouble. They are going to disengage at this point, but ended up burning through the Aegis, starting some serious grouping up and taking team fights that they need to. It does look like they might be able to find a pickoff here on top of the Doom. They do have a lot of damage coming out, but yeah, okay, I think that this is a clean pickoff on Sylar here.
The edge of that sentry is right there. He was just about 1,200 gold, 1,600 experience. Still, I really find it difficult to see how they deal with this Tempo Assassin. If the Winter Wyvern ends up going down early inside the fight, they need Wyvern to survive. Oh, Wind Ranger can't get out. The Thunder God's Wrath. The Chain Steal from DB is good, but I think maybe having like a Solar Crest or a Force Staff might be a little bit better. That's mostly up to personal preference. If you want to go Ags, all the power to him. I think you could definitely make that work, because MMY is going to get cut out, and it's going to be the dominant.
A little bit too early with the Force Staff as well as the Blinks on out of there. They've just got too much mobility, and the Wick is finally able to make his way out of there. So back and forth we go. Kind of a crazy game. Deep. Oh, are they going to be able to find this one? Doom interrupted, now Walrus Punch down as well. They do end up having the Huskar caught out to the side with the Shackle Shot being connected on top of them. They're going to try and get out of here, but again, the team fight is just falling over way over the other side. It's fighting all the way from the Tier 1 of the Radiant all the way to the Tier 2 of the Dire, and True Sight dropped on the ground. 2 kills. That's kind of turned into these crazy sprawling team fights. They're going to be able to find out the Wind Ranger here. Does use the Wind Run. Now we also have a Shiva's Guard coming out. Doom committed. Look at that Wind Ranger fall. Just too much damage.
Nothing stopping LGD at this point, and that's very scary. Lift up the thing. They cancel that Force Staff, and now Doom him up. The Clockwork is gone.
Yeah, the Shackle stolen by the Rubik is such a great spell there. All of a sudden, you've just got this great ability to lock all these heroes down. 13 net worth after that one. The Winter Wyvern ends up getting the TP. No, gonna end up going down there. 1-2 shot in conjunction with the damage coming.
Super underfarmed. They're pretty much sandwiched between the Zeus and Rubik when it comes to net worth. It's just not something you can be happy about. The utility items are coming out from LGD, and they're not from DP. Look, focus fire onto the Tempo Assassin, step away. He's gonna find a little bit more space. The dupe is in the middle of the fray, going throw his shuriken back and forth. The spears are starting to stack up. He's trying to catch each other. Still a power shot through, pops his BKB in turns. Warp punch in the air, but they just don't have the damage off Sylar yet. But here comes Oka, here comes Oscar. Will they be able to kill off this Fume? He's going to be throwing the Rubik snowball. He's having a little while longer. Eventually will go down, but here's T8 clean up everything. Triple kill for Maybe, and they're looking for the Winter Wyvern too.
Oh my god, it's disgusting, honestly. Look at that. 1-2, why not? Ultra kill of Maybe. Everything that you could possibly want. She has more net worth than the next two heroes on the Dire at this point. Just about. After you end up taking this first stage of Raxes, it's definitely going to be the case. And right now, what is that? That's a 1800 gold swing. Buyback status right now. You have a buyback on just about everybody except for the Wind Ranger and the Tusk, honestly. GG well played ends up getting called. LGD end up taking it. They won in our hearts, didn't win in the game, unfortunately, as duobao do end up getting knocked out. Thank you guys very much for watching. It was an absolute pleasure casting for you guys. Would have wished to see it go the other way to a certain extent just because of that underdog story, but still a great series. Any final thoughts here, Grandis, before we end up moving on?
If anything, viewers are going to think twice before betting against duobao. They, although lose this series, at least better than 9-5 to 5.